The Battle of Bunker Hill, Washington's crossing of the Delaware River, and the Siege of Yorktown. Legendary Revolutionary War events that endure across the centuries. But did you know Richmond played host to a brief, violent chapter in the War for Independence, an event largely lost to history?
The people who supported the revolutionary movement, this is the worst thing that could happen. The enemy has come to Richmond.
Sure, we know about Patrick Henry and his fiery liberty or death speech at St. John's, but Churchill also witnessed the clash between hundreds of redcoats and patriots.
They passed right through where I'm standing.
On January 5, 1781, 800 British soldiers raided Richmond by climbing onto Chimborazo Hill, chasing 200 retreating colonists.
So the British troops have marched up, and that's them here, and they see the Americans on the crest of the hill.
National Park Ranger Bert Dunkerley says the invading redcoats were led by one of the most vilified characters in U.S. history.
I think people might have heard of Benedict Arnold. He had switched sides the year before. He's an infamous person in American history.
There are a handful of so-called witness buildings still standing from this little-known chapter of American history. British soldiers marched right by the old stone house on Main Street. You might know it as the Poe Museum.
I'm always shocked at all the history that Richmond has to offer.
National Park Ranger Stephanie Pooler says Virginians and visitors alike may be surprised to learn about the day the Revolution rolled into Richmond.
And for me, working in a Civil War park, and then hearing that there's a huge chunk of Revolutionary War right at where I work every single day, it makes me smile a little bit, a little giddy. It's also just another great story to tell in the city of Richmond.
So this is Main Street coming into Richmond.
Bert Dunkerley says the sheer scale of the American Civil War overshadows the Revolution in the River City. But Arnold's raid is a moment that should be remembered.
Absolutely, it's exciting to think that these events happened right here on the streets of Richmond.
This weekend, the National Park Service, Henrico Libraries, St. John's Church, and Henrico Recs and Parks are commemorating the anniversary of Arnold's raid with living history demonstrations and walking tours of the area near Chimborazo Park. 244 years later, the British are coming once again.
It's a part of our story, it's a part of our nation, and we need to continue to tell those stories because if it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be able to have the future we have today.
For I Have a Story, I'm Greg McQuaid, CBS 6 News.